Hey there, friends. It is day 148 of Russia's invasion into Ukraine, and God is still on the move. There is so much good that's happening. Again, the fact that we're here, we're talking about Russian army being stalled out, that the Ukrainian army on the move. We're talking about Ukrainian grain getting out. These are all things we've prayed for and we've seen come to pass. We're so grateful for all of you. Continue to care about Ukraine and pray for them, and continue to support what God is doing through the church in Ukraine. And so really simply today, we've got some great news. There is understanding that there is an initial accord signed to get grain out of Odessa. We don't know all the details, but obviously whatever it is, we need to pray that Russia will stand by it and will not use it as some sort of trick. For the sake of the world that is suffering because of this war, not just Ukraine, but the rest of the world. Also, there has been, the Ukrainians have taken out another ammunitions warehouse in the southern portion of Kherson and Skvadosk. And again, there's many signs that Ukrainians are fleeing Kherson. They are getting out because staying under occupation is absolutely horrible, life-threatening at the very least. And they're fleeing, but also because the Ukrainian army is beginning to move inexorably towards Kherson. And this is huge. If Putin loses Kherson, he is left with having taken nothing of value. Everything he took in Lugansk was meaningless. Everything he's taken in Donetsk is of no value. Mariupol is basically just a wasteland. Melitopol's not much. Kherson was the crown jewel. And one of the things to understand is Putin has managed to build his power base and the excitement of people because he has continued to go from victory to victory. Even when he lost or didn't win very well, propaganda machine would spin it towards his favor. And there's no way to spin losing Kherson. And so the sign of the insanity, and some of you have probably seen it over the last couple of days, one of the reports, the Russian group saying there are biolabs. They were supposed to be exploring the evidence for biolabs in Ukraine. Well, the amazing thing is they had their huge reveal. They didn't reveal any evidence of biolabs. What they revealed was this is the reason why the Ukrainians are winning. They're defeating Russian troops. First of all, they're admitting the Russian troops are losing. But second of all, they're saying it's because the Ukrainians have used these biolabs to create mutant zombie soldiers or whatever. I mean, it's crazy stuff. I mean, this is straight out of sci-fi. But this shows the desperation because they don't know how to spin defeat. They don't. And so pray, as we've been saying, pray for the Daniel to arise in the midst. I've been kind of looking and waiting for information on various Daniels. And one I've mentioned several times is a possibility is Mishustin, the prime minister, who has been absolutely silent throughout this entire invasion, just keeping his head down. Amazing deep dive article. You can find it in Russian language on Medusa. But one of the things they've said is because he's kind of the voice of reason and because Putin has neglected Russia in his invasion into Ukraine, Mishustin has turned and cared for the provinces and for the regions and for the governors, and he's become the voice of reason in the middle of this. And it's very interesting. People are beginning to flock to him again as a voice of reason, and he's managed to develop a working relationship with Putin, very much like Elvira Nabolina, who is the head of the central bank, where by fighting for Russians, the people, the normal people, to protect what Putin is throwing away, Putin sees him as doing a service to him, but at the same time, he doesn't get dragged into any of Putin's insanity. And so that's very interesting. Continue to pray for that. I've said this before. Russia collapsing will create unimaginable horror. And so Putin just going down in a pile of flames is not helpful. Pray for Russia because this war will end in Russia. And so pray for the Ukrainian army as it presses forward. Pray for the grain to get out, and continue to pray for the church to arise. This is the hour. This is the day. Pray for the church to take its place, because nobody can do what God's church can do, which is give hope, give life, restore hearts and minds, bring peace in the middle of chaos, provide courage to run to the front with joy and to serve the least of these and to help get people out. Pray for them for divine wisdom to know where to go and when to go, especially as it involves refugees fleeing out of Kherson and Zaporozhye. And pray for them to have the wisdom of where to go and when to go as far as their own personal safety. And again, thank you so much for all of you all who have given. If you would like to be a part of that, go to ariselife.org/help-Ukraine. And again, we'll send every bit we get right over. So we love you all. Have an amazing day. And again, these are coming at sporadic times. The news cycle is much slower, and we've got a lot going on. And so, but just know that if we are not giving you new information, it's probably because there isn't any. But just know that God is still on the throne. He's still powerful, and He's still at work, and He's still love. So take care.